Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is KotOR RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the ship. I forgot about the name of the ship. It's our ship. That's the ship that we stole from, was it Kenderos's boss? Or was it Calo Nord that, I think it was Calo Nord's boss. Yeah, Calo Nord is dead now, because we killed him, and he's dead. So, let's continue talking to the crew before we leave this planet, because we're leaving this planet, not for good, because we're coming back eventually, but, let's have a chat with HK-47, because I think...
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Yes. I think I want to try and restore some of his memory.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master. I am too valuable and well-crafted to perish at the hands of ineptitude.
Are you implying I am inept?
Negatory. No, Master. You are not a droid, however, and therefore your skills are limited by the physical capabilities of your meatbag extremities, or some such.
Meatbag extremities. I'll show you my meatbag extremities. I happen to be very good at what I do.
Appeasement. Yes, Master. Of course, Master.
Appeasement.
Could we begin?
I will. I bumped on my microphone. Yes, let's get started.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is accessing my central control cluster. This may take a while. First, you will need to open 3 panels.
Oh.
What are you doing? Remove the arc wrench! Remove the arc wrench! Medic! Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere.
Very well, we'll do this later.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
Oh, this guy is hilarious. Oh boy. Yeah, I will see you later. HK-47, we're not gonna kill the Gizgas, even though I'm pretty sure we could. We could talk to the little stowaway that we have, or stowaway, or whatever. I don't think it's gonna lead anywhere. Hello.
Mucho shakapaka.
Oh, mucho chacapaka. So... Oh no, I can't. Can I? Let's
Mucho
communicate.
shakapaka.
Communicate in her language. Yeah,
Dong abuk shami no.
Yes, you can go home. Says nothing. Yeah, I don't have anybody that can take her. That's fine. That's fine. All in good time. We need to go to not here. L. Is it L? Active quests? Yes. Strange stowaway. It is in. Seems to be Dantooine. Her original home seems to be perhaps someone there. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we need to go to Dantooine. I keep mixing Tatooine with Dantooine. Those are different planets. We do need to go to Dantooine. I have no idea who might be... Wait a minute. There was a kid that had disappeared. Maybe that was her. Hey, Zalbar. Is there something you want? No, I don't think there is. I'm bumping my microphone cable, which is amazing, I'm sure. So yeah, I'll see you later. And I need to talk to Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What are you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We KotOR do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone. Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
Must have been difficult for you?
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again. And here, it seems different. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
Well, it's nice that you hold me in such high regard.
To be accepted so readily, I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I'm used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Sure.
How may I be of
So, I could talk? Yeah.
What is it?
So, tell me more about your past.
Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
What do you mean?
Those Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
Well, the Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
Did they leave?
Of course they left. They had a war to go fight, so that we would not all be killed by those psychotic Mandalorians. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
Well, it's alright, I suppose.
No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for.
It
you
was
did
not.
Lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem.
Well, thank you.
But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if she falls back into the dark side just by repressing her anger, because that's just not a way to deal with it. I mean, the lashing out is a coping mechanism, and of course it opens the door for understanding and either forgiving, I guess, or whatever, or accepting, or just getting over it, basically, for the good and the bad. But I think that I don't know. She doesn't seem to be addressing the problems, the source of her anger, so she's always going to be conflicted. If that's what it takes to be a Jedi, that's what it takes to be a Jedi. Let's have a chat just once again. Is something wrong?
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
What are you saying?
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry, Juhani. I did not know.
If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood. Just let me vent my anger.
Oh.
I need someone to blame. Something. Anything.
Yeah, that
I hated
makes
that
sense.
world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories lay, and I find your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Juhani. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
You're right. I don't.
I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Should we? Because we are progressing
How
finally
may I be of a...
in our quest. I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What are you thinking about?
Taris was my home for many years. As much as I hated it, it was still home. A rat hole, a warren, a paradise. I suppose you could call it all these things. For me, it was hell.
How so?
To walk down the streets, to have people look at you in disgust, like an animal. Most did not know anything about me, but it was there, all the same. Because I was an alien, because I was different from them, frightening. I doubt any of them had even seen my people before. So they persecuted me. They looked down on me and my family. Charged us more for food, would not let us walk their streets. They spat on us. You are human. You could not possibly know.
Well... Oh. Crap, I can't... I can't agree with her? Yeah, apparently I can't agree with her. I can just say that humans can be just as cruel as each other. I find it a little hard to believe, or you have to admit you're a freak. Well, that one is out of the question. This one... Yeah, I think this might be a little bit the closest to what I have to being sympathetic to her. Because this one is just deflecting, really. So let's go with that one.
How can you say that? You have seen Taris.
Well...
You know what kind of a scum-infested
Yeah.
hole it is. For us, there was no respite. No one to turn to. There were no other KotOR on Taris. No one to talk to, no one to confide in. But you must think me weak for saying this. But I am strong enough to admit it.
Well, you are not weak, Juhani. It must have been hard.
I thank you for your concern, but... maybe I am weak. To think that some stories of my stupid past could possibly interest you.
No, it's alright. I will be here to listen to you whenever you want.
I thank you. You are kinder than I would have expected to put up with me using you in this way. I hope that I will not use your time so badly in the future. Thank you.
She keeps going back to that, just like, oh, let's not waste time.
How may I be of assistance?
So, can we talk?
What is it you would like?
Nothing.
Of course.
Yeah, see you later. There we go. That was Juhani. And apparently she comes from Taris. Yeah, I kind of misread. The second time around I misread the I find it hard to believe line. And then that ended up with that. And, of course, she gets a little bit upset with that. Because, of course, we saw what kind of scum... what kind of scum inhabited Taris. For not everybody, mind you. But... you know, there was a vast current of just sort of, there's a word for that. It's basically different sort of, there's a Giska back there. Different sort of, different classes, I guess, in the planet, definitely. I think I'm missing, yeah, Carth and Bastila. Hey guys! How are my two favorite companions doing? Actually, I don't know which one am I. Carth is definitely my favorite. The other one, HK-47, is pretty awesome. Yeah, Bastila. I like her nose. Let's go with that.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Hey, man. So, yeah, we didn't end our last discussion very well. I mean, it's mostly because of the lines I'm given, but, you know.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
More than one, probably.
Do you?
I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Taris. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
His voice actor is just on point right there. That, Why don't you return to the front lines then?
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Nah, not really. Oh, come on. The lines. Don't worry about it, Carth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me. No, wait a minute. Come on, the lines are so... You can't... Oh, how do you need to be so confrontation, Marcus? Only if you agree to work with me for once, and no, I won't. Just keep quiet and do what you're told from now on. Well, it seems simple.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we? Partner?
Partner indeed. The least terrible line over there one. Actually, there might be more stuff.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Do you have any... No, actually, there's not. I'll see you later.
You got it.
Yeah. Hey, Bastila.
How can I help?
So, you look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
Okay, well, sure. I mean, all these lines are reading a little bit into it, whichever way you want to read it. Let's see. What was that? I am going deaf. You better say it again. Okay, that's just teasing here. Is that a compliment from you? Okay, that's probably gonna be the one that I'm gonna go with. Even though I'm sure it's interesting, but I haven't established this sort of character, so I don't want to go with that. And you make that sound like very painful to admit. Oh, that's more of a dark side sort of thing. It fits the dark side, but it's not necessarily the dark side line. But let's go with that one. Is that a compliment from you?
Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising.
And she goes back to her haughty voice. You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Why must you make this so difficult for me? Can't you just accept a simple compliment?
Well, I wish I could. I wish I could and let you deal with your own demons. But apparently I can't. Fine. Thank you for the thought.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else.
You don't.
I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Nonsense. You're not self-absorbed or stodgy. Let's see what that does.
That's kind of you to say, but I know for myself it's not really true. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's
Sarcasm.
length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
Of course. Sure. And also your voice is going a little bit Dalek on me right now. I'm not really sure. I'm glad you did.
Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
I wonder if that was the shifting line there, if we wanted to go with a romance option. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I might have more.
How can I help?
Hey, so, no, nothing. Okay, I'll see you later.
Then I suggest we move on.
Indeed, we need to move on, because we need to go to... Well, we'll see. I've forgotten my decisions from before. So we have Tatooine over there. We could go back to Dantooine. I kind of Okay, so I want Manan most likely. It's Manan? Yeah, Manan most likely. So World Wild Ocean Native Species, the Selkath docking city of Achto. Okay, let's go to Dantooine. And let's see if I can figure out the stowaway little issue. Not the, yeah, the stowaway, not the Gizka. Well, maybe the Gizka. I don't know, but I don't think anybody there would know anything about this. And off we go. We haven't seen this cinematic, so yeah. And that is the logo of a game company that I forget. Taris? No, wait a minute. And now we're arriving at Dantooine. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Incoming fighters.
This is not what I was expecting. That's bad. Pew pew. Dang it. It's a good shot. I'm gonna blow up other stuff. That's the kill. I wish I could see what I'm doing. Didn't even see the thing. Oh, wait a minute. I got a mini-map down there. I'm an idiot. As you well know. Okay. Off we go. Yeah. So that's just the thing that happens. We get attacked in deep space. I think there's a game that simulates what deep space battles would actually be like. I seem to remember seeing a Let's Play of it. Is that gonna be a warp jump? Yep. Or something to that extent. And down to Dantooine, or sure. Okay. So I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Actually, maybe I need to talk to the stowaway from here. Probably not, but we'll see. Yeah, basically, that wouldn't happen like that, because the distances and all that, the differential speeds there are very, very small, because you can see the other ships flying away at a speed that doesn't just teleport them immediately. Just for a reference, like the Apollo crews and all that, the Apollo space shuttles from 45, 50 years ago, they traveled at about, I might be mistaken about this, but I think they traveled at about 50 kilometers an hour, 50,000 kilometers an hour. That's the difference there. So you can imagine just if a ship is traveling at 40,000 kilometers an hour, the differential speed is going to be 10,000 kilometers an hour. And this in a space where, you know, you can't really see the distances very well because you don't have anything, like, in between you and them, and it's just space. So you just see a dot, or you don't see anything because it's a small little ship at 10,000 kilometers away, an hour away. So if it is 5 minutes, it's like a 1,000 kilometers away, or something like that. So, yeah. It wouldn't be able to see that, and so it would all be radar and all that sort of stuff. So it'd be very, very interesting way to fight, you know, in space. But yeah, projectiles, normal projectiles of just like a bullet, they wouldn't do anything. It's just, you wouldn't be, if it can't be controlled, if it can't be corrected, you would need it to be, that would only be usable against stationary targets. But let's have a chat with Sasha.
Mucho shakapaka.
Mucho shakapaka indeed. I want to talk to you.
Dong abuk shami no no.
Mepalki Dantooine. If Lur Arca is still here, we'll see. Yes, you can go home. Okay, Lur Arca. Wait a minute, let's actually do that line again.
Mucho shak.
Okay, so I select that. There's some...
Dong.
If Lure Arca is still here, the girl seems to think about this, but says nothing. Okay, so we need to look for the Lure Arca and figure out... well, figure out where she is, and that's basically that. Also, I don't know how to exit this ship. I will be honest, they did a much better... Who am I gonna take? I'm gonna take her, and I'm gonna take... I'm gonna take HK-47. Yeah! Let's go. Let's do this, guys. Hey. Oh, level ups.
Your wish?
My wish indeed. Let's see. So you have skills. I am gonna give you awareness, treat injury. Nope, can't. No. Shh. Awareness. There we go. Okay, pretty good. Hiccups and all. I got character. Okay, this is for spells and things. So dark side power. Is she dark side? She's not, is she? I don't think she is. This is a light side power. And let's see, force aura. These are universal. So what are these things? These are just speed boosts, and energy resistance. That's for her only, right? Okay, that's not too bad. And this is okay. Let's go without energy resistance right there, and see what. Yeah, she's light side. She's not dark side. I'm sure I could.
What?
What is it?
What?
Your wish?
Convert her. That's what I was trying to say. Lur Arca. Oh, Lur Arca Sulas. That's just a funny name in general. Don't mean to make fun of your name, even though I just said it is a funny name, as in the fun that I'm making of the name. Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? No, go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Dantooine by the name of Rundil Ot Sulem. His ranch has had considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. But you have news of her. Her name is Sasha. Yeah, there's a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha that mentioned you by name as well. Oh, this is the most exciting news, sentient. Are you certain of this? Yeah, I am. She only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. Oh, you have convinced me, sentient, that your stowaway is indeed the one I seek. Would you allow me to see her? Certainly, I'll bring you to my ship. Oh, let's go there now. I'm most anxious to see her. Oh, teleportation. Yes! I'm sure it's gonna take us directly. Yes. Though you have aged, young sentient, I do believe you are indeed the one I seek. I'm here to return you to your father. Yuba Ada. Oh, I see that Marcos Geros was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I am positive that your parents can assist you with that. She's upset. Calm yourself, child. I will take you home. Oh, she's upset. Sasha no es one in Brinstag Milesva. I don't know what I'm saying, but let's go with that. Lur Arca Nabads. Two things. Thank you for your assistance, sentient. I'm sure the girl's parents will be most appreciative of your efforts. Okay, light side gained. And that was that. Off she goes. Off they go. What am I talking about? They both go. Oh, they go. Man, they run. Okay, so I will check out these parents. Although I don't know if they actually have anything for me. Will be most appreciative. Yeah, I'll go there in between episodes because we're out of time. So for right now, I'm KotOR RPG, and this has been Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.